So, I'm really digging these car chronicle style videos. A great way to kill time during my break. So let's get into the news. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, I guess we've reached the end game. You could call it the Star Wars, the last. What is it called? The final Skywalker, Rise of Skywalker, the Rise of Skywalker. Still, the title makes absolutely no sense to me. But we're not here to talk about the title. We're here to talk about a potential way to actually salvage the franchise. I was actually talking to a friend of mine about how they're most likely going to rip off the Darth Revan storyline. Because there are little cues in the trailer that say things like, everyone's always telling me they know me. Very similar to Darth Revan, how, if you don't know what Darth Revan is, what are you even doing on this video? Second of all, Darth Revan was what a lot of people that are hardcore Star Wars fans deem the greatest Sith Lord of all time. Like, if you ask somebody who's the greatest Sith Lord of all time, they're most likely going to say Darth Vader, Darth Bane, or Darth Revan. And he was a Sith Lord who had his memory completely wiped. But he had muscle memory that allowed him to use certain Force abilities without training as hard as everyone else. I know I'm explaining that kind of poorly, but there's a lot behind it. And I definitely recommend you look into the Knights of the Old Republic, either novelization or video game. Now, with that being said, yes, they're going to most likely rip that off, but I had another great theory. And this is me speaking directly to the Disney execs. I don't know if there's time to reshoot. If you see this video, you're definitely going to do it, and you got to pay me my $5 million minimum for stealing this idea. But Disney, it's okay to go with a dark ending. They keep teasing this dark side of the Force will win aspect in these movies. And we know that they're most likely going to do like a last second comeback BS, ass pull, Deus Ex Machina, whatever you want to call it. And have whoever is on the dark side of the Force get permanently put down. But what if they changed everything? What if they made history and actually had the dark side of the Force win here? Because they already confirmed in episode 10, 11, and 12, what they have the opportunity to do is to have whoever's on the light side, or have Kylo Ren and Rey join it. I don't care about that. Because people keep saying, oh, they're going to join it, they're both going to be light side, and the light side will win. That would be awesome if they teamed up and still lost. And it would be like the biggest cliffhanger ever, even though people knew that they were going to have 10, 11, 12. And then have 10, 11, 12 take place in like 1,000 years in the future. And have it called like Reign of the Dark Side or Reign of the First Order or something like that, right? And the movie just starts off like any other Star Wars movie, them against the ropes and all this stuff. But at least you got to see how the dark side rose to power in this movie. So have them killed off relatively soon in the movie, actually. That would be like the craziest thing. So have them get killed off like an hour in. Let's assume this movie is 2 hours. Have them get killed off an hour in. And then, let's say everyone else, the resistance and stuff, would have like this last stand, maybe, I don't know, for like that 30 minutes. So it's like an hour in, they're killed off somehow. And then Kylo Ren's still alive. So Rey's killed off. I just want Rey to die, to be honest. Rey's killed off, and then Kylo Ren, boom, he gets killed off like 10 minutes later. And then they just start killing everyone off. If you watch anime, they kill everyone off like Magical Girl Raising Project style. Or, that was a shitty reference. But if you got that reference, holy shit, you're amazing. I'm going to send you $5 Venmo. Put your Venmo or CASHAPP below. But Magical Girl Raising Project style, where they're gonna kill off every single character one by one. Ben, last stand. Leia, last stand. Who else is there that we don't care? Oscar Isaac's character. What's his name? What's his name? Oh no, these characters are so forgettable. Oh man. Oh, Oscar Isaac's character's name is Poe Dameron. last stand. Luke comes back as a Force ghost. People have been teasing that. Have it happen. Have a character have like a Force drain style ability. If you're gonna rip off the extended universe, rip off Darth Revan and rip off Darth Nihilus. Have Darth Nihilus come out and drain the shit out of Luke Skywalker's Force ability, erasing him from all existence. Hold on, I need to take a call. Okay, we are back. Phone call, but I still have time on my break to go over this Star Wars madness. So where were we? We were at the part where a Darth Nihilus type character, have it be Palpatine himself, fuck it, uses a Force drain ability to erase Luke from existence. All of the main characters are falling one by one, and the audience doesn't know what to do. They're freaking out, but they still have hope because there is one Jedi remaining, and that is. Let me back it up a little bit. There's a little bit of resistance remaining, and that would be a great opportunity to introduce the Knights of Ren, the people that we've been speculating about for the past two movies. Not speculating, wondering where they went. They were supposed to be in the first movie, and they're only in a flashback. I don't know if the scene was cut, whatever, right? So the Knights of Ren show up to be the last stand. They're followers of Kylo Ren. They're obsessed with him. They're kind of like another anime reference, the League of Villains in My Hero Academia, right? Boku no Hero. And they will follow, and Kylo Ren's like Stain, basically. So they will follow Kylo Ren, whatever he does. So they got word that he turned good. I just took my seatbelt off for some reason. It's been just compressing my chest for like an hour. They are willing to follow him to the ends of the earth, and that even includes to the light side of the Force. So they got word that he's a light side user, but he's dead now, by the way. I don't know if I said that in the last one. I didn't rewatch what I said. I just kind of started from memory here. So forgive me if I do mess up a couple of times, but you'll get the general plot outline. So Kylo Ren's, I guess, Knights of Ren teammates, I don't know what they even called. Is Kylo Ren even a member of the Knights of Ren? I don't know how that works. He is, right? He's like the leader. I don't know. They're called the Knights of Ren. We don't even know what Ren is. So many questions, right? But anyway, got a weird notification from Reverb. Somebody made an offer on a 1961 Les Paul. Yeah, about to lose it. But anyway, the Knights of Ren show up to fight Palpatine. So let's just all assume that it's pretty much all but been confirmed that Palpatine is the big baddie of this whole new universe, right? So Palpatine, we get to see him use a lightsaber for like the first time, right? Because I know he's used one before, but he's never fought somebody. It's kind of like Yoda in Episode 3, right? When he uses it, everyone's like, okay, this is awesome. But we get to see him go all out with a lightsaber in this movie. He's dueling, he's force-shocking people, he's using this like new drain ability that we've never seen him. He is going in, killing them just effortlessly. Like, apparently Palpatine, I'm gonna just kill it with these anime references. Palpatine is like Frieza in this. He went off and trained somewhere. Let's just assume he never trained in his life, and he went and trained and he got like infinitely times more powerful. So he has all these new abilities we've never seen before. The Force drain, people are throwing their lightsabers at him. He's catching them in the air, kind of like Kylo Ren did, killing them with their own lightsabers, and he's doing some kind of Force like illusion move. So they sweep at him from behind. Think he's gone. It's just the after effect. He's behind them. Boom! He just kills every Knights of Ren member known to existence. And I know they're not gonna do this, but it'd be just so awesome if they did. And let's just say time passes, filler, yeah. And then it gets to the point where he confronts that ginger guy that's in the First Order. So he's taking over the First Order now. Not by killing, but they're just willing to hand it over to him because let's just say they're watching on like a screen or something. I don't know. They could figure something out. They're Disney. They get paid millions of dollars to write these scripts better than I can. So the ginger guy is watching this, and then Palpatine, fuck it, Palpatine has instant transmission now. he just, he's like, I'm done here, and then he just teleports away to where they are, and he's like, I've got word that you've been watching me, and then his old man voice, I can't do it, and the guy's just like, yeah, man, and of course he's not gonna word it like this, it's just like me casually speaking American English. He's like, yeah, man, we know how powerful you are, we know you've worked with Darth Vader, and we want to hand over the First Order to you. And he's like, on one condition. And then the guy's just like, yes, anything, sire. And then he runs him through with a lightsaber. And then he's like, you will be my slave forever. And then the guy's just like, what are you talking about? You just killed me. And then he pulls the lightsaber out. The guy like collapses down, and then Palpatine heals the dude right there. So Palpatine has mastered like the ability to heal. So this confirms that he was the apprentice of Plagueis the Wise, because to my knowledge that has not been confirmed. But let's just say he does that. He does the killing him, and then he heals him for some reason right after. And then he's like, yeah, and then he just kneels before him, and then like just have the movie end right there. Actually, that'd be like an awesome ending, because it's just like, oh man, Palpatine's about to rule the galaxy again. And but they should do something like an after the credit scene that would allude to their gonna be episode 9, 10, and 11. Or no, just end it right there. Yeah, go all out. Have the balls to end this movie on a note where the future is completely unclear. Now we know that 10, 11, and 12 are gonna come out. 10, 11, and 12 could be the, like I said before, the reign of the First Order. Palpatine is the leader of the First Order. And then the next movie could be about, see, that's kind of hard, because they could be about the descendant of, I don't know how they would do it, but they could find a way, because they had those little kids, that's right, those kids at the end of, what movie was that? The Last Jedi, right? And they were Jedi. They're using the Force to grab brooms and stuff. And let's just say that they have them in it again. Fuck it. Have them in it again. Or do something to like allude to the fact that they know that they must be Jedi. Like, just seriously kill off all the other characters. Forget that. That's stupid to keep them around. Or, I mean, people have been speculating that Anakin may come back. Have Anakin come back as a Force Ghost talking to one of the kids. And he's like, it's up to you now. Or something. I don't know. They could figure something out better than what they're doing. If they end it with a ballsy ending here, I will donate $1,000 to any Disney charity. I know people are like, it's 1,000 and Disney has millions. Yeah, but I'm doing you a big favor. I'm helping the kids, right? You gotta have the kids get helped. No, I'm kidding. I'm just using the kids as some bullshit reason for you guys to like retweet this and get it to this. Yeah, retweet, guilt trip, asshole me. Guilt trip. Get this video to the kids. Get this video to Disney. Please help the kids. If you retweet this, I'll give you $1. Just bullshit scams. And that may be one of my next videos, actually. So now we've gotten to the rambly parts. Time to decompress. Time to get a little preview, kind of like one of those Avengers movies or even Star Wars where you get a little secret after the credits scene. So this is my secret after the video scene. And it's going to be, my next video topic is preview here. And it is about, I've been seeing a lot of scammers on Twitter. A lot of these people claiming that they will give you money if you retweet them or if you donate to a GoFundMe or if you basically suck up to them 24/7 and go after people who have exposed them. Really disturbing stuff. Really disturbing. More disturbing than any of these bullshit Star Wars movies could ever be. Because this is affecting people's real life. I know Star Wars depression is a thing, but there's been people that actually threaten to kill other people because of they went after their leader. It's basically a Twitter cult. Twitter money cult where no money is actually given out. How insane is that? They're shilling for a guy who just like endlessly promises them money that they'll never see. It's pure insanity. But back to the Star Wars thing. Just closing this video out here. because I do have to go back in like 30 minutes. I have a 2-hour break. I'm big balling out here. And back to the Star Wars thing. Yes, they need to end it in the most ballsy way possible. It's the only way to salvage these past 2 garbage movies. And it's not even going to salvage those movies, but it's going to save the legacy, I think, of this trilogy. Because it's one of those situations where, oh, okay, now we see why there was so much bullshit going on. Because they were destined to die and Disney didn't even care about the characters. That would be an awesome message, right? And it would be like a kind of a grim, dark, edgy way to end the franchise. Not the franchise, in this trilogy, and segue directly into the next trilogy, right? It's essentially like, hey, we're scrapping all this so we don't have to mess with the continuity of the older movies anymore, and we don't have to mess with the continuity of this trilogy. So, just remember one thing now. Stalking the shadows in the darkest night, the Upward Ninja is watching.